Hey guys, it's Morgan. I'm gonna show you all today how to carve a picture perfect pumpkin and also add in tips and tricks on how to make your pumpkin last longer. Items needed for this demonstration are a pumpkin, kitchen utensils, and a carving kit, and a drawing of your choosing, some newspaper, and a small candle, a bowl for the pumpkin guts, vinegar, and lemon juice. The first step is to pick out the perfect pumpkin. Whether you want your pumpkin to be short and fat or long and narrow is up to your personal preference. The main point to focus on is to find a pumpkin with a flat surface that will act as your canvas. Also, you will search for a flat and stable bottom. This will prevent leaning once your pumpkin is hollowed out. You will want to find a pumpkin with a stem longer than 2 inches. This will wick away moisture from your pumpkin. Tricks to extend your pumpkin life should be done prior to carving your pumpkin. The most common trick I found was soaking the pumpkin in water with a teaspoon of bleach per gallon of water for 1 to 2 hours. You could also brush the outside of the pumpkin with vinegar and lemon juice. For time purposes, I have already done these steps. The next step is gathering your tools. Generally, pumpkin carving kits can be purchased at any local store such as Wegmans or Walmart. If you do not want to make the trip to the store, kitchen utensils from home can be used to hollow out your pumpkin. I personally use the spike tool from the carving kit to outline my template on my pumpkin, and a large kitchen spoon to take out the contents of the pumpkin, since the scooper included in the kit is small. Feel free to use the other tools in the kit as needed. Also, a sharp knife is needed to create a lid for your jack-o'-lantern. Once you find the perfect area to begin carving your pumpkin, lay down newspaper to avoid a large mess and help with easy cleanup. Normally people cut the lid on the top of the pumpkin, but not many know that if you cut the lid on the bottom of the pumpkin, it will preserve its lifespan. Turn the pumpkin upside down and cut your lid. Make sure you leave a little sharp or triangle indicator on your lid so you know how to make the lid fit perfectly back onto your pumpkin when you are done. Once the lid is cut out, a spoon can be used to remove the contents. The option is up to you if you want to throw out the insides of the pumpkin or save the seeds. I personally like to separate the seeds, dry them out, bake them in the oven, and eat them as a healthy snack. You want to make sure to scrape all the contents from the sides until there is nothing left inside the pumpkin. Make sure you have made a flat surface on the bottom of your lid. This is where you will place your candle. When you are done removing the contents, attach a stencil to the flat surface of your pumpkin with tape. Use the spike tool from the pumpkin carving kit to trace the stencil and poke holes in your pumpkin. Once the stencil is removed, these holes will outline the picture on your pumpkin. Once you are done poking holes in your pumpkin, remove the template. Use the carving tool to connect the dots to form your picture. If you stick your hand inside the pumpkin for stability, make sure you do not poke your hand with the carver while you are carving. When carving, try not to make structures too thin because these will tend to cave in and rot quickly. Once you are done carving, pop each individual piece out of the pumpkin. If some of these pieces fall inside the pumpkin, make sure you remove them before inserting the candle. A tea light candle is generally used within the pumpkins, but I prefer to use a larger candle since the tea lights tend to burn out quickly. Place the lit candle on the lid and put the finished pumpkin over it, and your finished product should look like this. Other tips you can do to make your pumpkin last longer include rubbing petroleum jelly on the inside surface of your pumpkin. You can also coat the inside with vegetable oil to prevent shriveling. Find a cool area to place your pumpkin. I would recommend outside on your front porch or front steps. If the pumpkin is left inside your home, the warm temperature tends to rot the pumpkin much quicker compared to outside. Now for the pumpkin seeds. My personal favorite recipe for baked pumpkin seeds includes brown sugar, vanilla extract, and butter. To make this particular recipe, preheat your oven to 275 degrees. Mix 2 tablespoons of melted butter with 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 cup of clean and dried pumpkin seeds. You will place your coated seeds on the baking sheet and bake for an hour. Be sure to mix around and stir the seeds every 15 to 20 minutes to ensure even baking. When the seeds are finished in the oven, you will have a delicious and sweet treat. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my demo video on how to carve a picture perfect pumpkin. Luckily for all of you, I made this video just in time for fall. Thank you for watching.